What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Spider-Man or Through the Omen Path standard video. And today we're going to have a look at a deck list that made top 8 in the most recent Spotlight series that took place in Liverpool. Now, I'm normally not a big fan of this deck list at all because I think it's pretty inconsistent, but this player has found the key to consistency. So we're going to have a look at the top 7 Sultai Reanimator deck list that had a 12-4 record. And this deck is playing an uncommon card from Duskmourn that I don't think anyone has ever played with. That is apparently incredibly strong in here. So we're going to have a look at Sultai Reanimator with the Oblivious Bookworm in it. So Bookworm is a 2-mana 2/3 creature. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless permanent enters the battlefield face down under your control this turn, or you turn a permanent face up this turn. But the face up stuff isn't relevant. All that matters is that this is a 2-mana 2/3 creature, which is a pretty good body. It is constantly looting for you, which is basically all the deck tries to do, because you have to find Kivero, Mindbitten, or the Superior Spiderman in this deck. You can play a mid-range strategy, but it's all about finding Kivero, and the second you do that, you should be able to win the game. So Kivero, Mindbitten, or Superior Spider-Man, a 4-mana 4/4 creature. May have Kivero enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except his name is Kivero Mindbitten, and he's a 4/4 spider human hero, in addition to his other types. Then you do exile that card. Now, this card is broken in combination with Bringer of the Last Gift. That's the card you ideally want to copy. It's an 8-mana 6/6 vampire demon with flying, and when this creature enters, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control, then each player returns all creature cards from their graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield. So the way that Kivero is broken with this is because Kivero copies the card, you get that ETB effect. It's a little bit of a strange interaction, but it's very, very strong, because ideally what else we have in the graveyard are cards like Arden the Usurper, which gives demons you control menace, lifelink, and haste. Conveniently, Bringer of the Last Gift is a demon, so you give that haste as well. There's a couple of Valgavoths in here too. And one of the crazier things that this deck is trying to do, which I really enjoy, is Terror of the Peaks. I've seen certain versions of this deck that play Craterhoof, but Terror of the Peaks is a lot more consistent. Even though we can't really cast it in this deck, it's a Sultai deck. That's okay, because there's so many ways to loot it away if it's stuck in your hand or anything, so not the end of the world. But Terror of the Peaks is really just going to be providing you with some crazy turns where if you reanimate a couple Terror of the Peaks and then also like big cards like Bringer of the Last Gift or Valgavoth, you just deal like 100 damage or something. I think peak what I got was like 80 damage with the Terror of the Peaks, which is crazy. Now, one of the cooler cards in here that I think is really important is Awaken the Honored Dead. It's a 3-mana enchantment where you destroy target non-land permanent. Now, that's going to be really important against like these graveyard hate pieces. You got that second chapter, which mills 3 cards. Also something we really want to see in this deck list. Also while we're playing like cash grabs and stuff. So if we can fill up the graveyard, then of course the reanimating like Bringer of the Last Gift just becomes a massive bomb. And then the third chapter, you may discard a card, and when you do, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. So if you accidentally ended up milling Kivero, or like Kivero died and you want to bring it back, or Kivero got countered, you can just bring the card back, which is really nice. So a really important piece to this deck list. And yeah, Oblivious Bookworm, 4 copies is apparently the way to break the deck. And I think, I haven't really been a big fan, like I said, of the deck, but I will say that Oblivious Bookworm did wonders for consistency. I went 6-1 with this deck list on the ladder, which is the highest record I've ever had with this. Because very often I played this Kivero deck and Kivero would never show up, or it wasn't consistent enough. So there's really got to be something to discard. And getting top 7 in a tournament as big as the Spotlight series, of course, already speaks to the truth of this like 75. So, you know, if you're a Kivero enjoyer, you want to do this like really unfair reanimator plan, consider running Oblivious Bookworm, because it is the truth. So let's get started into the gameplay here so you can see it for yourself. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, here we have the Bookworm. This is the start. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent enters the battlefield face down under your control this turn, or you turn a permanent face up. Interesting. Okay. This thing was pretty good in like Duskmourn Limited, right? Like I remember people, I remember like Simic Manifesting Dread being pretty good. And yeah, I didn't draft too much, but TLDR, yeah, TLDR, we're looting, like, and I guess if you manifest Dread, you're not, but unless a permanent enters the battlefield face down or you control this turn, or you turn a permanent face up this turn. Which I'm not sure, why did they restrict it like that? Yeah, looter with good stats, kind of energy. Okay, we're gonna discard Arden here. And then we're gonna have to just find Kivero. It's that easy. It's that easy. Will the magic gods be kind? We'll see eventually. We'll play this banger here. Will they be nice? Are we powerful enough to get the turn 4 Kivero? Imagine if Arden was Grizzle Daddy. Well, if the gods are kind enough to ever put us back to Innistrad, maybe. Maybe. No, never. They would never. The dream, though. Okay, we got another bookworm here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do Awaken on Challenger, I guess. I mean, I'm never hard guessing Terror of the Peaks. I'm saying, like, what am I doing here? No. Danny killed. Danny got killed by Lily? Dang. I don't really know the lore, but easy reprint, easy reprint. I just have to stay alive, man. Like, all right, who are we summoning Kivero to the top here, huh? Come on now. Opponent's doing solo higher claw challenge. Well, chat. Where's this diva? This is exactly the type of shit that I was afraid of, though. Where's Kivero? See, this is what happens when you're me. This is what happens when you're me and you don't have, like, the blessed luck of having the Kiveros on 4 every time. Lily killed him with the chain veil. Period. Oy. The trenches, bro. Yeah. You've never seen anyone other than me or you not have it. It is the way it is. It is the way it is. I fear. But yeah, the plan is, of course, like, ideally, these 2 bookworms are going to give us enough consistency that hopefully we're going to draw into it soon. Mazaroth, 8 months. 8 is just the infinity symbol upright. So I technically have been subbed forever. Ayo. I'm not even too far off from Arden, but my goodness. 07 chat. I'm nearly through half of my deck. No Kivero yet. It's over. Yo, 15 stream streak. Thank you. I'm in shambles. You pull night shift to stream for NA. Yeah, but I like being awake at night anyways. I always have, so. Why is it whenever an opponent plays this, they always have it 3 in the top 15? It's true. It's true. We're keeping the Kivero deck realistic by me playing it, that's for sure. Momo, do a dance! I feel like Momo has cursed us. Okay, well. 07. There I go. 36 cards left in the deck. 0 Kiveros. A little unfortunate. A little unfortunate. A little unfortunate. They really have to think about that. Yeah. Difficult stuff. Turn to Arkin. Never forget. Never forget. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder why these Kavero players aren't playing like a copy or two of Zombify, but I guess Zombify dies to Agatha Soul Cauldron like crazy, right? So yeah, it's not really where you want to be at in this economy. Like, I think the strength from Kavero, of course, comes from the fact that single-targeted graveyard hate doesn't do anything about it, right? Like, Kavero doesn't target, so that kind of makes it, in a sense, like, immune to the Cauldron. Which is, like, really where you want to be at. Whereas, like, a Zombify would ruin that again, but I don't know. I like a Zombify backup against aggro decks, like mono red and stuff, but yeah. I see why they don't. I don't know, 61 special, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it. Like, I don't think it's crazy to perceive it that way. You know what I mean? There's not really anything happening here. Alright, I still don't see a Kavero, but... You know, like... Maybe not the Overlord. I could try to discard this, and then I do need these guys as well. Well, this Cash Crab could give me a land still. Are you sure it's in the deck? It should be. It should be. Like, I didn't take it out. Unless, like, little gnomes crawl, like, into my deck and decided to take it out and sabotage me, but... Let's see. Kavero. Kavero. What's the tea? Alright, let's start with Bookworm here. Yes, please. Valgavasi? They're mischievous and not that mean. That's fair, that's fair. Okay, well, I could block this. It's a bit dangerous, though. I don't think I'm in a position to do that right now. Because I kind of need to discard more. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that guy. I think that's just a pretty... Well, I could also wait and take an additional point of damage, and then maybe bait out a combat trick. I don't hate the idea of that either, but... Let me just not take a 600 damage, I guess. Alright, Kavero, for the love of God, show up. Ain't no way. Kavero! I mean, I feel like I gotta block the headliner now. We're just gonna get too crazy up in here. Like, the thing is, at the end of the day, Kavero isn't showing up, but Bookworm is doing whatever it can to make sure that it is trying to show up. You know what I mean? So, Kavero is being a bitch, but I think the Bookworm is trying to, like, you know, prove its worth. Show its worth to us. Right, It's pulling its weight. I would say so, yeah, I would say so. Cavero! 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 Where are you? You! He's gotta show up here, we're cooked, seriously. This is getting crazy. Well, we're only like, we're not too deep in this run yet, so, but I mean, it needs to be Cavero or bust or I'm gonna die, so. Please, Cavero, please. 7, we got like 8 damage coming our way right now. If this is like, this needs to hit, y'all. Please. Vero, come on, man. This is what happens when your whole deck's built around one specific card. I see him. I found him. These Cavero-less Cavero decks are super popular right now. We're beating the allegations. We're beating the allegations of this being a Cavero-less Cavero deck. We did it. Big if true, my friends. Big if true. Why not run Zombify? I just said it, like, the reason why these Cavero decks aren't playing Zombify is because the Zombifies are all just useless in the eyes of, like, Ghost Vacuums, Soul Cauldrons, you name it. And, of course, Soul Cauldron is one of the most played cards in tournaments, so you don't really want to be doing all that. You don't really want to be doing all that, so Cavero is kind of just like a way to go around it, of course. I think we're just gonna go... I think we're just gonna go Bringer... I think we're just gonna go Bringer of Last Gift. Actually curious... Whatever. You know, it's not really about the demon. What chat's trying to say is that, like, zombifying a, like, Vel'Gothoth back would be still good, right? Like, or zombifying an Arden. Like, those are all really good targets to hit. But I think it really is just the fact that, you know... It's really just the fact that... Ooh. It's really just about the fact that, like, single targeted removal like that is just really, really bad, dude. Like, for single targeted graveyard hate is just really strong right now and everybody has it. So yeah. Let's go. I think in tournaments there's no way you can afford a Zombify or two. I think on the arena ladder you may. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, if you are playing this deck on the arena ladder and you want to shove it in, because there's not too much VV on the arena ladder. There's a lot of red aggro on the arena ladder, so I think you could get away with a Zombify or two, but I don't think you can on, like, in the tournament. Anyway, Chad, we'll take it. That was pretty good, I'd say. That's pretty good. Alright, let's see if Cavero wants to show up on turn 4 now. I see no lens. Shit. You know... It could work. Cavero is kind of important. Yeah, it's true. Kind of. Kind of. Wow, opponent kept no creatures. That's kind of brave. The deck doesn't have too many creatures anyway. Interesting stuff. I'm just gonna hold Bitter Triumph here. Just in case. Open out the vibes. Oh my god, destroying this ley line. Suffer. They see a ley line, they keep. Yeah, I don't think it was the right choice on their behalf, that's for sure, because they're kind of suffering right now, so... They're kind of suffering right now. Let's see, maybe we can hit a Bookworm here or something. Oh, we do! Oh, hey, bestie. I take that. Bookworm! They may actually want to, like, fire off, like, a Do they have like the Might of the Meek on the Bookworm so they get to draw a card or something? It could be that bad for him. Okay, period. Cavero! Or Superior Spider-Man. Superior Spooderman. Show yourself. Show yourself to the people. Yeah, I'm just removing that. What can I bring back here? I'm just gonna like get rid of that immediately here. Let me do it. Yo, Freddy, thank you for the 12 months. Hello? 12 months. Holy shit. A year. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What are we bringing back? I don't really know if we need to bring anything back, to be honest. I'm quite satisfied with the Steam Core Scholar right now. I'm perfectly cool with it. The way that Steam Core Scholar has turned out... Like, when Steam Core Scholar got spoiled, I would have never imagined the reach that this card would have had, like, a year into the future. Like, not in a million years. Aiden, thank you for the 2. I don't know. They could have turned it inside out and gotten them like a Manifest Dread thingy, but I guess they are greedy. I guess they don't realize that they are in a really bad spot. Giving me so much time. I mean, I guess. Ooh. Is it that crazy even? I get a bunch of Bringer of the Last Gifts back. It's not crazy, but I will do it. It's not crazy, but I will do it. Yeah, it's not an auto win though. It's not. Oh my god! I have to destroy my own Overlord. That's kind of silly. I didn't even know I had that many in there, to be honest. Why is this one looking so normie? It's a May. I was like, okay, I was gonna say, like, that would kind of suck. I mean, not that it matters. I think they're just gonna be dead, but yeah. You think Azorius Tempo could be a new thing with the Avatar cards? I sure hope so. I think Avatar is looking really, really powerful, so... Alright, well, y'all, we did it. Like, I think the opponent gave us a lot of room to set up our board, so I think that helped for sure. Alright, let's see. We have the goats. Apparently, Oblivious Bookworm... Oh, why did I mold that? I wanted to keep that. I wanted to keep that hand. Whatever. It's fine. I don't think I need this. Oops. So that's the first. Yeah, we'll still win anyway. Yeah, we still win. Yeah, it's fine. Is this Delirium? Ooh, we gotta get be aware of uppies then. Fear uppies. Okay. Yeah, this all worked out. Well, yeah, this is definitely a first. I think, or even though I think before I've accidentally clicked mulligan when I wanted to click keep. I think it's happened before. I don't know. Bestie. Find Cavero challenge. Just beat a Cavero with no graveyard hate, 30 cards deep, no Cavero. Yeah, that's the worst thing about this deck. Like, the consistency is pretty shit. Yeah, uppies must die. Uppies must die immediately. I'm sorry, uppies. You are too good. You are too good. I fear. What the hell am I supposed to put that on even? I don't think it matters too much for here. What creature type have in common the most? Human? I guess so. Human. Classic. I'm gonna set up the Bookworm and... Yeah, there goes Uppies. Yeah, when your opponent plays Cavero, it's consistent as fuck. And when you play Cavero, it's giving crickets. It's fine. So far, we're doing good, though. So far, we're doing good. Outside of me accidentally mulliganing my hand, which... Man, we don't talk about it, for real. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. No. Cavero! Anybody here? Is anyone here? I could try to get back Steam Core. Like, it's not too bad, I guess. I don't know why my internet was dipping there. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Or even better, I'd probably just get a land here. Cavero! Come get this bread! It's not happening. Okay. The graveyard is looking juicy AF. Yeah, it's looking really good. I'll keep the Harvester. So we're currently 39 cards left in the deck, so Cavero is not in the top 20. Holy shit, is that pain for all? Damn. Whoa. They must be doing some like pain for all Karen shenanigans. That is crazy. I'm shook. Wasn't it your Bunny Bomb deck? That was the all-star of my Bunny Bomb deck. Yeah, it was. It was. It was. That was the card that was broken with Screaming Nemesis because you could target yourself, just like bomb somebody. I love it. Very nice. Day 600 and however much. Cavero still has not shown up. I am but an empty shell. We're over 30 cards right now. Yeah, we got 4 copies of Cavero at the bottom. So. Let me hold back with one of them. Cavero! Meanwhile, opponent has at least 2 of them. Okay, there we go. There he is. There he is. Okay. I'm actually trying to figure out... Yeah, no, okay, we do. I think we do still take it. We get Arden. We probably wait a turn, though, so I can just get them with haste, I think. We wait a turn so Arden gives the demons haste and we just win that way, pretty sure. Instead of giving my opponent because like they get back Tursa, Uppies. I think I like the idea of giving it a turn. I mean, obviously we get sort of punished for this if we, you know, if the opponent plays Uppies, they can exile 4 cards, but I still think we'd be okay, so... Bookworm. Bestie. Okay. I feel bad for the opponent. Like, this deck is so ass to play against. It's crazy. It's really not cute. Let's see what this does. What do they have, like, that double strike spell, though, all of a sudden? Alright, so they didn't even want to see the Cavero, and you know what? You're valid. That is very, very fair. Okay, that's very fair. No, what the hell? I think I like cards like that. This, let's go some great, like a board wipe, like a little bit of hand hate. We can do a Wreck Sage, because that hits a lot of things. Swarm Weaver. Graveyard Hate loading. It's true. It's true, it's true. Graveyard Hate loading as we speak. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they swung with 2 things as well, which, you know, they just kind of gave up, and like I said, I don't blame them at all. It do make sense. I probably also like the idea of going in with my own Keynight Curator so I can stop their graveyard like stuff as well. One is like always the thing with these combo decks is like I can just see so many of these cards, like these cards make sense, but it's like what the fuck do I take out? Like, you don't want to go lower on, you know, the combo. I guess Harvested, I got a lot of things at 3 toughness. Maybe we just gotta do something like this. 61 special. Let's go, guys. Joining the dark side, but it's worth it to check out and see if our beloved Bookworm, I guess. Oh man, they didn't even want to... Chat, I get it. Like, I get it. They didn't even want to play more. It's fair, bro. Like, it's fair. It's fair. I don't hate the Overlord and seeing if you can find, like, a Bookworm or a Steam Core Scholar or, like, something along those lines. It's not the greatest hand ever, though. We can try. Here we go. Well, we move. This is the Florence song, Sympathy Magic. Let's hear it. Give me a Bookworm, please. That would literally save me here. I do have it. I do have it. It's not a flop. Big. Big. Oh, this is going to be blue-white aggro. Interesting. Vero, sweetie. I think we're gonna have to fight a rip in game 2 and 3, but let's see if we can steal this one away still. Okay. All right. More sirens. Oh, they're gonna be maybe too fast, Loki. That's good too. Vero. Yeah, this matchup can get pretty tricky for them. I have to step up and find something quickly though. Hard casting that would be huge. That'd be huge. It sounds like a classic Florence and Machine song. The Rizzler. Yeah, but Maddox, you're playing Best of 1. And Best of 1 people have not even ever played VV anyway. So, like, you can't really, compare that, right? And it's not even about, like, what you queue into. But there's also a lot of people that are just refusing to play just in case they see the VV deck. So, like, you know. As VV has never been popular in Best of 1 like that anyway. I fear... And I would also kind of love the idea of perhaps being able to play some standard tournaments again. That would be nice. All right, let's get this harvester down. Devastating. It's a vibe, it's a vibe. Cavero! Come on out to play, buddy. No Cavero still. I enjoyed Jeskai Shiko, yeah, I did when I played it. Why am I always refusing to play tier 1 decks? First of all, I think tier 1 decks are just kind of boring. There's nothing exciting about playing a tier 1 deck. Like, if you win, okay, it's expected, and if you lose, congratulations, you lose with a tier 1 deck. Like, what's the use of that? I don't believe in playing... Like, tier 1 decks is not what excites me about Magic. I'm somebody that really enjoys the potential of doing great with a deck list that, you know, is an underdog, or, like, isn't the deck to beat, or anything like that. That's what excites me about Magic. That's what I care about. So that's why you never see me play tier 1 decks, because I just think they're boring as shit. Unless, of course, like, the tier 1 deck is, like, exactly what I love, like, you know, Cat Oven or something. Yeah, like, if the deck I love becomes tier 1, different story, but... I just don't really see the excitement about winning with a tier 1 deck. So, that's me. Cookies was tier 1 for a minute. Yeah, I mean, Cookies was really good at one point in time. Like, if my favorite deck slowly becomes tier 1 through upgrades, it's a different story, but... I couldn't be sitting here like, oh yeah, I guess I'll play VV. Like, like, nah, bruh. Why the hell? No, no, no. No. I mean, I guess it's subjective, right? Like, I think tier 1 is boring, but more often than it isn't. But yeah, it's subjective, of course. Imagine daily streams of just jamming VV and Mono Red for 6 hours. Yeah, like... Asking a content creator why she's not playing tier 1. Y'all want to see 5 hours of VV? Type 1 if you want it. Types 3. I'm gonna go Cavero. Just win on the spot here. No, not even. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. I don't. Alright. Alright, Terror of the Peaks, do your magic. How much damage does this do? Jeez. Yay. Beautiful. Yeah, normally I just love tournament Magic as well. I haven't even watched any RC or anything, or Spotlight Series or anything of the sort for as long as VV has been legal. We're playing against the... So we're gonna have to have some Rex Sages up in here. Some Heritage Rex, probably, because it's gonna get that serious, I think. Okay. I mean, there's definitely people out there. There are definitely people out there that actually just think that VV is a very cool deck, though. Which, I mean, like, you know... The Cauldron strategy, I do always like. Like, if you're somebody that thinks that I think VV is a cool deck, like, I can see it. It's very difficult to play. There's some really cool synergies with the Cauldron and stuff. Like, I get that, but... I don't see it myself. I could see how somebody could think of VV as a cool deck, though. I'll give credit to that. Maybe one Terror out. Oculus is cooler. Well, yes. Well, yes. It is true. It is true. Well, yes. Oculus is our goat. Yeah, I have some enchantment hate in here now. No, you're good, you're good. I'm okay with it. We got the Rex Sage too, so that's nice. I'm okay with it. Let's go here. Thinking about holding Bitter Triumph, because they could have some powerful cards on turn 3. Let's see. Yep, that's what I mean. There's powerful stuff in question is right there. Discarding Arden. Maybe do a little Overlord moment here, or I could do Cash Grab. Maybe a little Overlord moment. No, you can stay in there. No, you can stay in there. Also, like, Awaken the Undead is also a good way for you to deal with a Rest in Peace as well. So you have some tools in here. Yep. Got some tools. It's just Arden that goes. Not the end of the world. It could have been a lot worse for us. Awaken? Get rid of it. Yeah, I'm thinking with the VV ban announcement, I'm probably going to post my reaction to it or whatever on YouTube. And then I'm thinking after that, I'm just going to put the haikus. The VV haikus. I think that would be really funny, so... Ooh, this is a pretty decent Cavero moment here. Get these 2 out. Get these 3 out. I feel like there could be something, maybe a counter, but then I need to especially do this because... Could pick up Overlord as well. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, vibes. It's giving. Alright, we fucked them up so hard. We fucked them up so hard. We really gave him a Cavero lesson right there. That's crazy. Let's go. Looks very nice. Terror of the Peaks, a little Terror of the Peaks action. I mean, I gotta find Bringer, and then we're good, I think. So, let's see. Bringer of the Last Gift. He spoke real. He is really bringing the last gift. Do you guys think that when they printed the Superior Spider-Man / Cavero that they knew about, that they kept the Bringer... They knew about the interaction with Bringer of Last Gift? What do y'all think? 0%. You don't think they they knew about the interaction? Can be intended. Yeah, that's what I think too. I gotta agree with y'all. I gotta agree with y'all. I think they probably must have forgotten that Bring of the Last Gift was in standard as they designed the cards. No shot they playtested it enough. No shade. Yeah, I feel like because nobody ever played with Bringer of the Last Gift. Like, I don't think it ever really showed up in a standard deck at all. So. Yeah, I don't think so either. You get a devil. I'm going to decline this and discard both of these here. Beautiful. Well, opponent. Honey, you got a big storm coming because there's going to be a Bringer of Last Gift with 2 Terror of the Peaks on the way. So enjoy. And discard this Terror, bring back... probably Steamcore or something. I feel like this could get countered. Feels like they are playing a control deck. You think they knew about it but didn't see it as enough of a problem? Yeah. Yeah, I should have brought back... Did I have Cavern in there? I fucking did. I should have. You're right. I should have seen the counter. I should have seen the counter. You heard that from Nado and Vivi. Yeah, for real. I should have brought back the cavern. I'm stupid. Ignore me. For some reason, I thought I was just playing against regular Dimir mid-range, but the Thundertrap trainer should have given it away, I think. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's like Dimir control, Dimir blink. I don't know. I fucked it though. We could have just like won here. I won't make that mistake again. I'll try. Dimir scam. But then you're playing Enduring Curiosity. I feel like that wouldn't go... I don't know. Maybe they are mid-range? Mid-range with blink shenanigans? Maybe? Weird. Okay, well they're tapped out now, so maybe we'll be okay with the Cavero. Rip, should have just had that though. Okay. Cavero, come here. You. Try it. And they're dead. And they're dead. And it could have been dead a lot faster if I didn't misplay, so... Wee! How much damage is that though, guys? For real. Like, how much... Is that over... Like, how much damage is that? Is it over 100 damage? Nah, there's no way. It's over 50 or something, isn't it? Nah, more than that. Nah, I don't know. It's gotta be so much. It actually could be over 100 damage, even if you can take in mind, like, the Arden trigger still happening, and Arden bringing back something at 5 power. About 40? Enough. About 350? Okay, so I guess we will definitely go in for enough to kill a commander player. New idea just dropped. Cavero mind-bitten commander deck. Hate that idea, actually. So yeah, what are they playing though, chat? Like, I feel like initially I thought they were controlled, then I thought they were blink, and now the curiosity makes me think they're just still regular mid-range. So a little torn here on what to do. $78 damage. Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. $78. Loves it. Just from the dragons. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Keep. Deck's been pretty good right now, though, to us. The deck's been really kind to us. Good stuff. Hopefully this has put something nice in there. We could get rid of some like graveyard stuff with this. And, you know, Cavero live our best life. Fortunate enough to be the chosen gamer that has it on turn 4, hopefully. Let's see. I do think they're more mid-rangey than we're giving them credit for, though. But I mean... That's gotta go. That's gotta go. We're not going to use this at the moment. Counter. Shocklands and Standard feels wrong. Hell no. Shocklands and Standard is what we deserve. It's what we deserve. Standard deserves to have good mana, like... It's that list. Nah, it's not though. It's not though, because they had splash portals. Okay. Give this another go. Fetch lands. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, honestly, but... you know... Shocks feel weird. When I started playing Standard for the first time, shocks were legal, so... Nah. I like it. They feel like home. I was always the number one, like, advocate for trying to get pathways back, but, you know. Do we have a good Kavero moment here? Not really. You can bring Valgavoth back, which obviously isn't bad, but we're looking for something a little bit more explosive. So, let's see. I could always do next turn Arden, reanimate Valgavasi or something, too. Yeah, I agree. And like the Verges are also kind of mid if you don't have the shocks. So the shocks are really nice at the moment, I'd say. They're a vibe. I just, unfortunately, we have to wait until Lorwyn, till we have all the shocks we need. That is the only sad part about it, I feel. Because I don't want to wait, man. I don't. I don't want to wait, bro. And then, yeah, they're going to be off like window rotation, and we're gonna have like because then because they're in Lorwyn, when rotation hits we're gonna lose half of the shocks and then the other half stays. Like, it's kind of weird. You're a fan of this reveal lands? Me too, me too. Events rotation. I think they're doing it at the start of the year now or something, starting 2026, right? Or 2027? Fuck, I don't even know, man. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. 2027? Yeah. Because they want to have it be less confusing for players, and they're just going to do rotation with the start of the year, I thought. Yeah. So interesting. Let's hit him with a cash grab, I guess. Knowing stuff is for nerds. We vibe. True, true. I needed something crazy in there. Craziness found. Craziness found, maybe? Worth a shot, I think. I'm also playing around. Let's see. Valgavoth! That's gonna be hard for them to deal with. Opponent is processing the vibes. Yeah, I think they turned out to be just an interesting version of the Mermaid. I don't think they were control or anything. Looks like Spider Sense. That would kind of be sick. It is. Okay, it was. Kind of sick. Did you use the Spider Sense? Oh hell, that kind of sucks. And exiling my whole graveyard on top of that? Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty brutal right now. Sideboard's popping up for the opponent. Yeah. Another one. Sheesh. I got like Smuggler Surprise to bring back Meringue and put an Arden in play, which is obviously never bad. That'll be our next play anyway. Spider Sense is cool though, like at least that's a really good counter and stuff, so. Pause. It's weird, yeah, it's weird that there's like 2 triggers, but yeah. So I see that they're holding up 2 mana, but I think I gotta go for it. I think I gotta go for it because I get the Arden trigger, so let's try. Hey besties. So I could reanimate their Curiosity, then I could get rid of their Kaito permanently. I could bounce a Thundertrap Trainer. I mean, I have another one in hand. What the hell, sure. What the hell, sure, you know. Alright, I think this still puts us in a pretty good spot anyway. Snatched Enduring Curiosity, but if it dies... No, it's like... No, that doesn't work. Okay. Good luck, bestie. Good luck. You got this. They're gonna reprint the One Ring. I don't think there's a way in hell they're reprinting the One Ring. There's no fucking way, bro. The One Ring terrorized for so long. Nah. No way. The 2 Ring, yeah. Tokens just disappear, yeah. Yeah, no, bro, no. They could never get away with that in a million years. Imagine a One Ring in Standard, bro. Oh god. Maybe, yeah, maybe on the bonus sheet, but the One Ring in Standard, hell no. It desperately needs reprints. A, for what format, and B, since when did they ever care about reprinting shit? I don't know. The 2 Ring. They don't ban VV and Cauldron and Profts. As long as Proft goes, then maybe I'm okay with it, but I don't understand why they wouldn't just get rid of VV anyway. You good, opponent? Another Cavero. Fun times. I don't really have anything that I want to hit though, but I could find something. Let's have a look. They're gonna try to counter that Arden trigger though, if they're smart. Or they're gonna... Yeah, I guess they could counter that too, sure. What the hell? No Arden value, but it's still a 4/4. Kaito getting hit, like... Part of me hopes they're gonna do another purge. You know, just like they did before. I'm honestly tempted to just play this out as like a 4-4 beatdown card right now. Yeah, part of me hopes they're gonna do a purge, but I am not very confident in the fact that they will, so... Cleanse the format. Yeah. Well, Mateo, I think you're fighting a game you can't win, but let's see. Especially if they didn't hardcast Riddler, but okay, they found removal, I guess, at least. But they have to spend it on Arden, because Arden's gonna bring back anything, right? So, be careful now. Oh, they're gonna go Splash Portal, okay. Playing the Jenner deck today. We're just checking out if the Oblivious Bookworm is the truth, and then we're gonna go some Cube. But yeah, we're just checking out the Bookworm tech in Cavero, because it's kind of new and fun. So that's why. I'm having an okay time. It's wins. It's surprising. Nobody. Surprising nobody does win. Okay. I guess they could just time it in a way that I don't get the Arden trigger though, but you can't stop it if I do this, so let's see. Forces their hand at least. Ooh. You're going to get rid of the Riddler here. Bessie, you're done. Because they have to remove Arden, and then I hit for 6 in the air, so... Goodbye, Demir. Shitting on Demir I do enjoy, though. I don't even hate Demir that much, but it is nice. It is nice. Yeah, alright. GG. GG, everybody. Loves it.